Hello everybody and welcome to the Richmond Raceway for another race in our 2023 NASCAR Heat 5 mod career mode here for the Federated Auto Parts 400 as we wind down this regular season and get ready for the playoffs. After this race we have just 3 races remaining until the playoffs begin. So look at our stories of the race for today. Joey Logano had a bad practice session. He'll be a bit slower than usual today. Tyler Reddick will start at the rear after failing tech inspection. And Christopher Bell is your pole winner here in Richmond. He will be up at the front with our teammate Chastain as we bring the Best Buy machine back out once again here at Richmond. One of the tougher tracks for us here. We're going to try to just do the best we can as always. And we're going to start here for 29th. We are green and underway here in Richmond. The regular season coming to a close in just a few episodes here in the NASCAR Heat 5 Season Number 2 Career Mode. What is going to go down? As now we're already going by Eric Jones, SVG, Austin Dillon, and I think that is Zane Smith here down to turn 2 into 24th. So now back in the top 25 from starting 30th. A very poor qualifying effort from myself. Very hard to qualify at the short track races. As now we go the inside of the 17 of Chris Buescher and chasing him down and Joey Logano. Now we dive into turn 1, go by Buescher and Logano, as well as Logano's teammate Austin Cindric. Just develop into 20. Sorry, that's not Cindric, that's Denny Hamlin, who we just cleared big contact with the 11, clearing myself down, but we keep it going. We're in 21st, now trying to get in the top 20 underneath the 4 of Josh Berry. A beautiful charge so far to start this race. We go the inside of Berry, 14 to go in stage 1. We go by him. Now chasing down the 14 of Chase Briscoe, his teammate, to get into 19th, which we go by. We got a whole SHR brigade over here. We just passed Berry. Here's Briscoe. Here's Gregson. We got 3 out of their 4 cars all the way back here in this mid-pack area. We're going to pass all of them. Send it very good to the corner. Door check Daniel Hemrick in the 31 right there, fighting for 17th down this front straightaway. As we move down towards turn 1 and 2, we'll clear the 31 of Daniel Hemrick for 17th. Give the bumper to the 2 of Austin Cindric. Trying to go to 16. Cindric slides. He gets loose. We cross him over to the inside, and we'll make a move here going to 3. A little bit of contact, though. Came a little bit too close there, trying to side draft him, and he slides. And we move into 16th place here at Richmond as the 48 of Alex Bowman takes the lead, trying to win his way in the playoffs. 12 to go in stage 2. Few laps there. We're still in 17th. Trying to hold up the 8 of Kyle Busch. We got pressure from Bubba Wallace, and the 23 up ahead. We slide Bubba. A little bit of contact right there, trying to get by him as our car's starting to come to us here on the long run here, starting to catch up the rest of the pack, make some passes, but Bubba slides very loose there. We go by him, moving to 16th, and now we're trying to hold off Kyle Busch and also make a move on Ryan Blaney at the same time here in turn 1 and 2. We just keep it on the bottom side of the racetrack, get a beautiful run through the corner. Easily go the inside of Blaney, cannot quite clear, and we're fighting for 15th down this back straightaway into turn 3. We make that pass. Blaney goes sliding off, and he holds on to it. Impressive save. Now we're to William Byron, 3 wide squeeze down the front there with Byron and Busch, as Busch took an advantage of an opportunity to send it to the bottom. He gets by, but now we go right back to underneath him as we easily drive by William Byron. Now contact there with Busch on this outside lane. Trying to fight by him. We work into 3 and 4 to get by him. They get to our teammate Ross Chastain, who's dropped from the front row all the way down to 13th. Tough start to this race. We're now right underneath him. Couldn't quite make the pass right there. Now only 3 laps remain in stage number 1, ladies and gentlemen, as we go the inside of Ross Chastain, and we move into position number 13, clearing our teammate easily. A great run here to end the stage, moving up through the pack here. Now we're going to hold off Justin Kyle Busch. Last of the stage is Alex Bowman will win stage 1 here at Richmond, as he looks to put himself in a great spot to point his way in the playoffs at the moment. But of course he wants to win. As for the rest of the stage, we got Gibbs, Hocevar getting good stage points, Chase Briscoe, John Hunter Nemechek, good points for those guys. So now we're restarting here in 12th here to begin stage number 2. On the outside, Kyle Larson is trying to squeeze us into the fence here. This is a 37 lap stage, more than double the length of stage number 1, so definitely pit stops have to be made. Larson really trying to squeeze us so we get physical, move him out of the way, move into 11th, now try to set up a move on the 6 of Brad Keselowski to get inside the top 10 here into turn 3 and 4. We go on the apron right there, and I go the inside lane and just easily drive right on through, clear of Keselowski into 10th. Few laps there, 3 to stage 1. We are still in 10th, driving through the corner. Now up ahead, there's going to be some problems. There's Carson Hocevar. He loses tire right in front, so I try to avoid last second. Big contact. We slap the inside wall pretty hard. Pretty hard contact made right there, and that is a costly mistake. We settle in now in 9th. We managed to not lose a single position out of that. Now a few laps there, Busch has gone back around us for 9th. I try to send it underneath him. Buescher sideways behind us, and there he goes. Buescher just wrecked behind us, as we're trying to get by Kyle Busch here for 9th, as Chase Briscoe has now driven his way all the way up into the lead after being like in 19th earlier. And all of a sudden, if Chase Briscoe wins this race, this is a huge upset, as Kyle Busch drives away from us for 9th. We have to settle in 10th now. Now caution comes out, so we'll have a restart here. We'll restart here in position number 9. With 17 to go in stage 2, we're trying to go the inside of the 41 of Ryan Preece and the 42 of John Hunter Nemechek here, both having very good runs, trying to find their way into the playoffs. They're going to the 48 of Bowman, who's starting to drop back here as this race goes on, as we easily clear into 5th place, highest running position of the day in the top 5. Now giving Ty Gibbs a shot right there in 4th, trying to get by the 54, did not work. We go wide, now we're going to block Ryan Preece. Chase Briscoe still leading. So that was with 16 to go on the stage, now 2 laps there. Still trying to block Ryan Preece, cannot do that. I decided to block, but too late for that. Preece goes wrecking behind us. They got 3, 4, 5, 6 cars piling up behind us in turn 2, and that will be a caution flag, and we have another restart. It's my mistake there. Too aggressive on the block, made some contact, and when we realized it was a bad block, it was too late, and Preece already just lost it in the corner. Now 11 to go in stage 2, restart here in 5th, and we're going to go aggressive. We're going to send it in there underneath Chase Briscoe, going for it all. Here in Richmond, we're going to go 4 wide for the lead at Richmond, and Chase Elliott is through. Elliott to the lead here in Richmond. He gets by myself, Bell, and Briscoe, and now Ty Gibbs is using the bumper. We're dooring each other. Christopher Bell into the wall, losing tons of spots. Here comes Gibbs, Chase Briscoe trying to get back by into this. Gibbs really testing it here, and in the corner he goes. He slides. Briscoe slides. Gibbs wrecks into Blaney. Briscoe goes way wide. I dodge low to get back ahead of him for a second. A wild turn of events here. Everyone going everywhere here. Richard on 52 at Shane Van Gisbergen. The 91's going to blow a tire to turn 1 to overcorrect head on into the outside wall. SVG goes. Caution is out, and we will have a restart. So here in stage number 2, it's going to be a 1-lap dash inside the stage. Myself and Elliott are on the front row fighting for a stage win. Didn't think I'd be saying that today. Now here we are, but he already tries to squeeze us out of the lane. Now I'm trying to hang on to positions here. We're getting shoved out of line by Christopher Bell. Just Kyle Busch coming through to try to take 3rd away here. I try to lift to get in line behind him, but Blaney gets into us. We're all slamming doors here. Everyone's going wide. Kyle Busch is in the fence. He comes down the track, slams into us. We're slamming Blaney. We're slamming the fence, and we'll come across the line 9th. And a wild finish to stage 2. The stage win goes to Elliott over Briscoe and Nemechek. Bowman also gets a couple of good points for the bubble drivers. Blaney as well. So now we'll restart in 17th after getting repairs here to start stage number 3. A wild second stage. Really shook up this race. SVG stays out after blowing a tire to take the lead. What a turn of events. But now he instantly gets passed by Chase Elliott. Now we're already working on the inside of Busch and Byron to get back up into 12th here. As we go into 3 and 4, trying to get all these positions back there. We lost it at the end of the stage. It's a very frustrating end of the stage. I was most frustrated with the 12 of Ryan Blaney for punting us into Kyle Busch there in turn 4, the last side of the stage. So I may or may not be plotting some revenge here as we go the inside of him for 11th, trying to close in on Hamlin up ahead. Blaney gets inside of us, so I just say, well, we'll do a little bit of payback. We'll just spin Ryan Blaney down the front stretch. That's what we do. We turn Blaney around. He goes. We completely take him out. We exact our revenge on him for the end of stage 2. Probably a little excessive, but regardless, that's what happened. Now we're in 10th as we drive by Denny Hamlin. Now trying to work the inside of the 3 of Austin Dillon for 9th. We do that with ease. We go by SVG, who's on the outside lane. We should be getting around him pretty quickly here. As, of course, he is not as fast as everyone up here in the top 20, and, of course, he's on older tires, so we go by him for 7th. A little bit of contact there. Also, we go by Daniel Hemrick, so we're P7. Now trying to block Christopher Bell. A few laps there. He uses the bumper very aggressively. Punts us out of the way. How about Corey LaJoy up here behind us in 9th, having a great run. Chase Briscoe, by the way, is dominating this race, looking to pull the upset victory with 23 to go. And now we just send it into Christopher Bell in turn 1. I was not too happy with the way he raced me that last corner. Completely punt him out of the way, but probably not the smartest move, as it cost us a lot of time. And now also, here comes Corey LaJoy, looking for 7th. How about LaJoy? That Spire operation this year has got some quick cars, I'm telling you. Oh, and we slam Ty Gibbs. We're sideways into Denny Hamlin. We're saving it here with 22 laps to go from wrecking. Now Hamlin will slide into turn 1 and 2. He'll hit us. We'll go on the apron, but get back around him for 8th. But Ty Gibbs and LaJoy are gone. They'll start driving away. I'm just trying to fight to stay on the damn lead lap here. Now 19 to go. The caution will wave. Everyone's going to pit. We'll restart here in 6th after a great pit stop. And everyone can now make it to the end of this race. 16 to go. Larson trying to pinch us here at the outside wall. I tried to lift to get him behind him. Doesn't work, so I just move him out of the way and just send Larson into turn 2. Completely shunt him out of the way. Now we're racing Corey LaJoy for a top 5 spot here, Richmond. How about that? Corey LaJoy really impressing today. Richard Hamlin. Now Christopher Bell giving us a big shot through turn 4 as Chase Briscoe is in the lead and once again driving away. Could this be Chase Briscoe's day to finally get that 2nd career Cup Series victory and be the only Stewart-Haas car in the playoffs? And a very down year for that operation. And then go to the inside of Christopher Bell. Send it. Slam the back of LaJoy. Bell is up to the fence. LaJoy goes wide. Racing with Truex right there. So 14 to go. We're in 6th here. We have severe hood damage. And now we send it into turn 1 and 2 here. Going 3 wide. We clear LaJoy for 5th. I'll try to get by Truex for 4th. We do. At this point, we're just going for it all. We got nothing to lose. So we're just getting after it here, as it is. Of course, Chase Briscoe driving away in the lead. Bowman 2nd. John Hunter Nemechek in 3rd. Those are 2 bubble drivers right there. Do not want to see the win come from Chase Briscoe today, but that looks very much like it will be the case. And oh no, Truex slides behind us. We're into Byron. Truex is into the fence back there. He saves it. Byron also saves it underneath us, and we secure 4th once again, trying to defend as hard as we can here in a few laps later. Byron's gotten around us. We have slid down to 5th. We're now trying to hold off Noah Gregson into turn 3 and 4. Now Gregson's going to pinch us down here on the apron of the racetrack, so we shove him way wide, all the way up and nearly into the wall, and that allows Chris Buescher to get to our inside with just 4 to go, but that little bit of contact into 1 and 2. There he goes, slipping and sliding away. We go right back by Chris Buescher into 5th, and Chase Briscoe is ever closer to victory lane here in Richmond. And once again, got to hold off Gregson. He's mounting a 2nd charge here. Another bump and run right there. Big shot to the back bumper. Now finally gets us out of the way, but of course, he will not make it to turn 2, as now 3 to go. We do the same thing we did to Buescher, clip Gregson just a little bit, and then once again, Gregson will go sliding. We work by the inside of him, sacks up Chase Elliott, gives us some breathing room here to operate. And 5th, bring on the best possible finish. Now we want to just white flag in the air. Final laps of our One Bank here at Richmond. Chase Briscoe about to get the win as Gregson. We're slamming doors here. We're punting him out of the way as all bets are off, trying to hang on to this top 5 finish. Here comes Chase Elliott, but Chase Briscoe with the upset win here in Richmond. He will clinch a spot in the playoffs. And now Chase Elliott giving a bumper to us. We're trying to hang on to 5th. We can't do it. Elliott gets by, and we end up coming home in 6th after a very hard-fought Richmond race with a lot of chaos there at multiple points in the race. But Chase Briscoe, 2nd career win, upsets the field, gets into the playoffs. Going to make it a very interesting final 3 races of the regular season. Alex Bowman 2nd, John Hunter Nemechek 3rd, both having very good points, still going to be above that cut line. Byron 4th, Chase Elliott 5th, myself in 6th. Ryan Priest 7th, Noah Gregson 8th, Michael McDowell 9th, Chris Buescher 10th. Great day for SHR, 3 cars in the top 10. There's 11th through 20th in the race results. Corey LaJoy, top 5 car all day, unfortunately ends up 15th. And 21st through 30th, tough finish for Chastain, Logano, Bubba Wallace. And then 31st through 40th, DNS for Carson Hocevar. And then Blaney, Gibbs, and Bell not finishing way behind where they were running today. Unfortunate circumstances for those guys. And now we get to the point standings. We, of course, have already locked up the regular season championship with a near 300-point lead. We're pretty comfortable here. Should pretty much secure it here next week. And then, of course, Byron, Truex, Hamlin, Busch, Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, Bowman, John Hunter Nemechek, and Keselowski, the top 10 in the point standings, in position to get bonus playoff points. You see everyone else here. Bubba Wallace, Chris Buescher, probably going to be around that cut line. Of course, we have a couple upset winners lately with Briscoe and Zane Smith, who is currently 29th in points. He's ahead of the top 30 by, I think, 39 points he has to hang on. It's actually going to be 30, sorry, the 40. 40 is the exact number. So you have 40 points the next 3 races. Zane has to hang on to stay in the top 30 in points to qualify for the playoffs. Fastest lap of the race here goes to Kyle Larson, the 21.16. And your race winner dominated the race, leading the most laps. Chase Briscoe leading 56 en route to his 2nd ever win. And it comes here at Richmond. McDowell on the move, up 26 spots from 35th to 9th. And the tough break goes to Christopher Bell, your pole sitter, finishing in 36th after we had a couple of run-ins in this race. And now you have to playoff grid. Of course, we have been living comfortable all year. We got 9 wins. We don't have a worry in the world. Truex, 3 wins. He's looking pretty good as a championship threat. So is Brad and Ross, each with 2 wins on the season. Then Byron has 1. Denny has 1. Elliott has 1. Reddick has 1. All your winners are locked in as long as they're in the top 30 in points. Allmendinger has 1. Chase Briscoe now, our 11th different winner, joining Zane Smith. And Kyle Busch, the first driver on points, currently above the cut line by 75 points above Chris Buescher. Christopher Bell is ahead by 57. Alex Bowman ahead by 54. John Hunter Nemechek ahead by 45 above the cut line. And then Bubba Wallace on the bubble, just 4 points above Chris Buescher with Michigan, Daytona, and Atlanta remaining. So the last 2 races of the regular season. Of course, Buescher out by 4, Blaney out by 66, Berry 84, Logano 87, Larson 89. All those guys in virtual must-win situations. So until next episode of Michigan, I hope you all have a good one.